This is Coffee with God, and I am Father Jose. Let us begin this day with the Word of God and a short reflection.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 8, verses 23 to 27. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Then he got in the boat, his disciples with him. The next thing they knew, they were in a severe storm. Waves were crashing into the boat, and he was sound asleep. They roused him, pleading, "Master, save us, we are going down." Jesus reprimanded them. "Why are you such cowards, such faint hearts?" Then he stood up and told the wind to be silent, the sea to be quiet down. Silence. The sea became smooth as glass. The men rubbed their eyes, astonished. "What's going on here? Wind and sea stand up and take notice at his command." The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 8, verses 23 to 27. It is important to remember, however, that the evangelist is not giving an eyewitness account of the calming of the storm. A piece of theology containing numerous biblical references is presented to us today. The evangelist wants us to answer the question people asked since Jesus began his public ministry. Who is this person? The disciples enter the boat with the Master, but where do they go? The passage immediately following today's reading tells us that Jesus and the disciples reached the other side, in the territory of the Gadarenes. There he drove out demons from 2 possessed men, and the demons entered a herd of pigs. That implies that the people of this land were pig breeders. Therefore, they could only be pagans because Jews do not breed nor rear pigs. In ancient literature, the image of the boat indicated a community or an association. Matthew narrates the story of the early church where the Master invites the Christian community to go to the other side, to the pagan nations, to bring them the message of the gospel. The boat, that is the church, has the mission to bring Christ to the pagans. But during the crossing, a storm makes it impossible to continue the journey. During the dangerous crossing, Jesus sleeps while the disciples struggle to survive against the waves of the sea. This scene may recall Jonah's journey to Nineveh to deliver the Lord's message to the pagan population. When caught in a storm, he was fast asleep at the bottom of the ship. Today's gospel presents Jesus sleeping. The apostles awake him by saying, "Lord, save us, we are lost." But how could they think the Lord could save them? This is a prayer of the early church of the risen Christ. The term sleep is often used in the Bible to indicate death. Even Jesus used it metaphorically. "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep," he says. Then again, the child is not dead but asleep, we read in Mark chapter 5. Matthew must have interpreted this journey as a symbol of the life of the church after Jesus' death. Left alone amidst the storm and tempests of life. Although the disciples are aware that Jesus is with them, he seems to be sleeping. As the disciples are faced with the dangers of the stormy world, they prayed to the risen Christ, Lord, save us. The Lord's presence is always with them and with us through His message. Why are you so afraid?